Excellent.
Okay.
I will most definitely need a refresher.
Yep, me too.
That's what happens
Yeah.
when we skip out for a couple weeks.
Yep, it tends to happen. Also, forewarning, I have to be up early in the morning, so the latest I can stay on here is probably like 3:45 or 4.
Okay, that's fine. I don't have the whole lot prepped. It kind of depends on how you guys are.
Okay.
It's basically RP, one encounter, and then a sort of mini linear dungeon in the form of a tower. But it's relatively small, so.
It's Castle Ironcrad. Anyone who has seen SAO?
Yeah, SAO. Yeah. Yeah, fucking took him 2 seconds to find out who the fucking boss was. Then couldn't fucking complete it.
Yep.
100 levels later.
I have a boss fight planned. We shall see if you're. Either you guys kill it super fast or we have an interesting fight. We'll see.
We'll figure it out.
It has the most hit points of anything you fought yet, but I'm still concerned it might not have enough hit points. But
I'll land a nat 20 on my first try. Behead it. Dead. Doesn't your HP doesn't matter?
Is it immune to crits? Let's see.
Don't do that to me, John. That's rude.
I can just make it immune to getting killed by Vorpal.
I was going to say, if it's immune to crits and it becomes immune to Vorpal because of that, that's bullshit, because I'm immune to crits. And as we've worked out, I'm not immune to the Vorpal effect.
Yep. Let's see.
Vorpal. The fuck your boss fight of enchantments.
Guess you're waiting on me for a refresher.
Yeah,
So,
that'd be nice.
I can't remember all the RP stuff happened, but I know that Rehne was given an assignment, and she told you guys all about it, and basically stuff in Thrain has gone really bad. They're burning mages, they're feeble-minding them, and you guys want to stop this.
Yeah.
Rehne did reconnaissance, get a floor plan for the cathedral, but she was given further orders that she has a secondary target she can take out first in the former Ondair city of Thalios. There's an archbishop there who is a leading member of the Servants of the Pure Flame. So you guys need to make your way to Thalios.
And as for the RP, there was the bath scene, which I'm sure at least
turned into a bedroom scene, but not that kind of bedroom theme.
So you say.
I mean, there were definitely boobies involved, but not in the context that you might be thinking of.
Yeah.
there was a bit of TNA in there.
Whatever you say.
Okay.
Okay.
Did a little changeling penile growth, huh?
Not yet. Though that will be interesting when that happens. When the question comes up, that'll be interesting.
So who puts the
Alright.
what where?
I mean, if Ava can, never mind.
I have
There will be so many
polymorph.
questions. That's true. That's true. But if you could pick one part of Ava's body and then just transform it, I think.
Tentacles.
Jesus, Kosh. Jeez. Oh, I feel sorry for Jeva.
Yeah, she's
What?
into that.
Yeah,
Night
maybe
Oh,
she
Full
is.
on hybrid form.
Yeah.
Wait 1 second, because what I heard from John, because John and Scott were talking at the same time, was I rolled for it. I'm like, dear
Oh,
Jesus,
God.
it's already canon. What did I miss?
That's about
How
what
did
I
I
said.
miss this?
No,
All right.
he said hybrid
We're
form.
just gonna have the hybrid form. Yeah, I rolled for it. I was like, geez, he wants
Yeah,
to know all of Jeva's kinks.
Yeah,
That's-
Jeva's into squids and Kaj is into furries. There we go. That's what it is.
Boom, match made in heaven. That's why they came together. We're just gonna have John roll for all of our kinks.
Oh, God. Are we doing that system now?
Why is it I'm just
Okay.
imagining those dice that have like action and body part?
Oh, the kinky dice. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Those comes beautiful shades amongst the spectrum. For the life of me, I cannot remember what items I had asked for Ava to create.
So what you had asked for, fortunately there are chat logs for this, it was there were 2 one-time use items that held the spell Impenetrable Veil. And each one of those was capable of lasting for 3 hours. So it was 10 minutes per caster level. And I was doing it as caster level 18 to try and minimize cost.
Okay.
I'm also looking for this place on the map and I'm not seeing it. Oh, there.
So, I don't know if you've ever been there.
How did we get to Shan originally? Because I'm pretty sure we took the long way. Because where was Thingamajigo? Friggin' Falcon's Hollow. That was in the Icewood or
That
the
was in
Carnwood?
Karnath, the Icewood, along the Moor
Yeah.
River.
Because then we went to Corona Peak.
So, yeah.
I think we have been to Thaliost.
You might have. The thing is, there's the bridge with the lightning rail connecting it to Karnath destroyed. I think I just had you guys sail between the 2 cities, but I don't know. You
However
probably
it was,
would have been there.
I'm pretty sure that we did go across that section and were in Thaliost for a little while.
Yeah.
And I think even then with Greater Teleport, I don't actually even have to have been there. Seventh level, Greater Teleport. No range limit, no chance you arrive off target. You need not have seen the destination, but in that case you must have at least a reliable description of the place which you are teleporting. If you attempt to teleport with insufficient information or with misleading information, you disappear and reappear in your original location. Interplanar is not possible. Which it wouldn't be hard to get a hold of like a map or something, or some like decent descriptions of Thaliost.
Yeah.
I need to start making notes.
You
I need
do.
to start making notes. I do.
Um,
Typically, I was the scribe for any party that I was in that was physical, because like going back through our chat logs and stuff, like it's easy for me and John, but you and I, we talk so much
It's in the
that it's
Roll20
hard.
chat log.
Is it? It's in the Roll20 chat.
Yeah, it's not in our personal one. It's in the Roll20 chat log. I'm just not sure how far back because I have been testing macros, as I'm like to do in between sessions.
Okay, fine. I will view all of it. All of it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go show on one page. It was in
Yeah.
ours. I thought it was in the
It was in
Roll20.
ours?
It's in ours.
Lied to me.
I thought it was.
Betrayed. Betrayed.
There's the spell. Now in the Roll20 chat.
So I'm getting 2 of those, correct? 2 of the impenetrable veils.
Yeah, you're getting 2 items that you can use that as an 18th level caster. So it lasts for 3 hours.
3 hours each, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay.
Which I took the liberty yesterday of filling out the inventory for the bar for the house because I got bored.
Jeez. Everything to make meat scepters, I hope.
No, I
all
only
the
did
meat
drinks.
scepters.
You only did drinks?
I
Oh
only
no,
did
drinks and
drinks.
meat scepters, they go together.
Yeah, but food is so cheap I wasn't going to worry about it. It was more like the 500 gold's worth of alcohol that we currently have stored.
Well, if we ever have a bad day, we know what we're coming back and doing.
If we ever have a bad day,
We hardly ever have those, you know? We're just
Yeah, that
like
never
balls
happens.
of sunshine.
So we've got the 8 bottles of Nightwood Pale. We've got like 10 bottles of wine. 2 10-gallon barreled casks of ale. 2 of mead. Like we're set for a while. We have several hundred liters of alcohol just sitting in our house.
We're set for life.
Oh no, we'll have to restock at some point.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
There was one that was called Applejack, which we've got 1 or 2 casks of that. I did them all in 10-gallon casks because it was easier. Also, fuck the Imperial system.
Oh, I'm sorry, you kink shaming? We prefer our feet.
Jeez.
I am not editing that out. That's staying in. So before we end up leaving, as I'm handing over the 2 crystals imbued with impenetrable veil, Ava ends up saying, "So what have you got planned?" Terrain.
For now, just to do what I always do. Be stealthy. Just might need a little bit more stealth than originally anticipated, so these should go a long way. And should I run into trouble, I'll let you know. Did I I want to make sure that beforehand I was able to discuss not only the location of where we're heading to, but also about where everyone is. So, ooh, I'm hearing. Ah, really?
She believes you are
We're
hiding
doing.
something. You're the only one who has requested that item, and you've never requested it before. Or an item like that.
Oh shit! I rolled so low. That's so not nice.
I mean, I rolled an 8. What did you roll for?
Yeah, I know. A 4. Yeah.
You plan to go alone?
She replied, I would not have told you anything if I had not intended for you to follow. I could have left without any discussion upon where I was going. Yet we're all in the midst of getting ready to leave.
Do you know what he's able to do? What his capabilities are?
Not quite yet. However, I should receive information pertaining to him soon.
Just don't think you have to do this alone.
We're a team. That's what a team's here for.
I know we're not exactly
I
the
appreciate
most subtle.
I do appreciate the backup. It does come at a most inopportune time. But this definitely needs to be dealt with.
Then dealt with it shall be.
We just need to make sure that we're careful if they're targeting shifters and mages. We need to make sure that we keep as low as a profile as possible. We don't want to be detained. So when we use magic, actually,
I mean, Jeva seems to be the only one at risk. We could always just leave her here.
Mages as well,
except for
Kosh.
Ava,
Fair.
anyone that can do magic,
Anyone
which
of an
means
arcane persuasion, which includes myself.
if we enter using magic, there might be a detection radius. We might have to go out further and just make the walk there. It might take us longer, but I'd rather not be immediately scouted if we use magic too close. We have to think about this from a standpoint of those who hate magic and would rather eradicate it. So
Fair enough.
do you think with the maps that we have that we would have access to a place that's more what we're looking for instead of going straight into their territory?
John, can you pull the Karnath map up again?
Is that what you wanted?
Yes. Corvair, not Karnath. The continent map. You know what I meant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where have we been on this long trail?
If there's a city that enters the yellow line, you've been there. At least a train stop for an hour. So,
Could go to Orndale
Thalios,
and to Fairhaven
Fairhaven.
and see if we can't catch our own tram. That being said, it probably wouldn't exactly be subtle to be arriving on our own lightning rail. I think Fairhaven is the closest on this side of the map to Thaliost. Otherwise, we might be able to transport to Reckonmark and catch a boat across. But that's still fairly close.
Right.
Plus, the two nations hate each other.
Well, yeah, there's that.
So there'll be a little tension in the docks should you come from Cardinal.
I'm from Karnath, though.
They don't need to know that.
I'm from what
There's
used to
one
be
more-
right here. Which reminds me, just, nope. Because that's not there anymore. There we go, it's like it never existed.
There's one other thing that we might.
Oh god.
Wow.
Sorry.
Wow, guys.
I blame John for that one, just suddenly...
Oh, it's gone.
It'll be eventually revived.
There we go.
if you can convince
As if
Ava.
it never existed. Look, we make it into a place where they want to thrive. We completely redo, we retake that area. I mean, everybody's already dead. It's like free land.
Free
You just
real
get rid of
estate.
everything.
I meant the bringing people back
I mean,
part.
Free real estate. Jesus, I'm dead. Just like those people.
Real estate.
Let's whisper it. Jeez. There's one other thing that might cause an issue, and that would be True Sight. It's been used before.
So out of
So-
character, we
Yeah.
we know you're fine because of the item that you've got.
Yep.
How would that work for Jeva? Because it won't matter for me if I don't go in under illusion. Which I wasn't planning on going in under illusion.
I mean, her human form.
It's like her human form is her true form.
I thought she.
Technically, no.
Yeah, no. Because like she's a true werewolf, so human form is her disguise.
She's a
Oh,
natural werewolf.
Actually, I don't know.
But that's the only thing that I can see being weird, is that I'm not sure what technically her true form is.
I guess the true form would technically be human, because werewolves change from human to werewolf.
That's what I would think.
But
Yeah.
They do have ways of detecting werewolves, so that might be an issue.
Yeah, but it means true sight wouldn't be an issue.
Yeah.
Put her in the bag. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, hey,
We're not putting people in the bag.
free transportation.
Oh, goodness, a lot of free things going on today.
She doesn't have the necklace that lets her breathe in any environment yet because we didn't get to that craft.
We
I'm
have
Hey.
Red Dead.
like I always say, like, we can create a teleportation system to transport thousands of people in a bag of holding. And make millions.
Yeah, there's a spell for that. It's called Gate.
Eh,
And it means you don't have to jump into a bag of goddamn holding.
And hold your breath for everyone else
eh.
for you.
Yeah.
But it's instantaneous, so they hop in the bag and they hop right back out, and they're somewhere else.
So is Gate. You just
Magic.
walk through.
Yeah, but you don't get
But then they don't go into the bag. Do you see
they
the
don't go in the
problem?
bag.
That's the
There's
problem,
the problem.
you're seeing, is that you don't get to go into the bag if you just walk through a gate. Oh, God.
And there are currently no gate systems set up or
Currently.
teleportation circles.
And Gate only lasts for 1 round per level, so...
So there you go. Bag of holding lasts forever.
Well,
But you have to teleport the bag of holding.
yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah, but
you can
that's
send...
just
I
one
reckon you
spell.
could send more
and
people through a
transport
gate.
millions of people.
Well, I think you could send more people through a gate that lasts for... Let's see, 1 round per level. Say 20th level caster, 20 rounds, that's... What, 2 minutes? I think? No, 1 round is 6 seconds. Yeah, 2 minutes. Fucking brain. Send more people through a gate in 2 minutes than loading a bag of holding up with people and transporting them. Because then you still have to teleport back if you want to move more people from the same location.
Listen, it's magic. just listen to me.
How much of you is Kosh? Because I'm not entirely sure that this conversation isn't happening, at least partly in character here.
Oh no, this is pretty much in character. I'm just not doing his voice.
Yeah. There's also, with the bag of holding, of weight limit and volume limit.
Yeah.
You
Gate
can only
is
fit
just
portable
so
keep
many
sending
humans in
people.
the bag.
Not
Portable
if you
hold,
shrink
he
them.
says.
So now we're shrinking people and then putting them in the bag of holding.
Yeah,
Oh, God. There is not enough spells for that.
magic.
We're in
I
a
am going
wide
to-
magic setting, not a high magic setting.
I am going to put an image up when I do the edit for this, and it's just going to be that aliens guy, but instead of aliens, it's just going to say magic.
Gosh.
I'm going to start editing memes into these things. So yeah, we can either go to Reckonmark and have to deal with customs, or we can go to Fairhaven. I'm wondering why there's a giant X over Fairhaven, because we haven't burned it down yet.
That's your location, presuming you go there.
Right.
Okay, so we're going.
You'll still have to deal with customs because Fairhaven is the capital, and you'll be crossing into the Thrain border.
God,
Yeah, but customs won't be as harsh. Because we're coming in from Mondare and not Karnath.
but I mean, they'll still probably like
Home of
poke and prod
mages,
at us
home of
and shit.
necromancers, which is worse?
God, we're
There's no-
fucked either way. So
Yeah, there's no direct line to friggin'... Actually, hang on. Oh no, we haven't been up that section. This was where we branched. And even then, that doesn't go to Thalios, it just goes to fucking Flamekeep. Yeah, either we're coming in from Ordare or we're coming in from Karnath. Or we can teleport in, flipping the birds just like the entire way around.
I mean, you've been through the city on the, so you at least know the train station. You know parts of the city, and
Just teleport into the train station like sup bitches.
Jeez. Everyone's immediately arrested. We're tried, convicted, slaughtered.
They can fucking try.
They can definitely fucking try. All right, so John, check Discord.
yep.
Oh, my foot is asleep, guys. It's got the pins and needles feeling. Oh, it's
Ooh.
terrible.
So yeah, we can, if we're wanting a more subtle approach, probably teleporting into Fairhaven and then taking the lightning rail to Thaliost would probably be one of the better bets. $30 mph.
Nope, I hear a lot of math getting ready to go on.
Like an 11-hour train ride. Just over.
Did I get any information on the first target, John? When we talked in our chats?
No, I think I added him because we weren't going to have Kyle last session,
Uh-huh.
and then we skipped a week, and I decided, I've started work on it anyway. So you've got two things to do in Thalios. Your first target, the Archbishop, and then meeting with the Queen of Thrain. You can do it in either order, doesn't matter to me. She's in Silvercliff Castle to the south of Thaliost, and the Archbishop is in Thaliost. So,
Okay.
there's a good 60 miles between the two.
Okay.
And if you check your villains section, Megan, I've added your targets to that.
Oh. Okay. So we're going from Ondare to Towlist, right?
Yeah, well,
And you said that it's going to take 11 hours?
current plan is
By
to
rail?
teleport into Fairhaven and take the rail to Thaliost. And it'd be about
Okay.
11, 12 hours en route. Because the lightning rail goes 30 an hour.
And our first target is going to be the Archbishop, Solgair. And since we didn't really talk about him or anything, I was like, who is this guy? Oh yeah, he looks terrible.
You want me to share them
Okay.
with everyone?
I mean him, yeah. Because he wasn't a part of my thought process last time. So that's fine.
Archbishop.
Yeah, that status isn't going to remain like that for long.
Fare per
I
mile. If we're
didn't get
going,
it. What's
say,
his?
340. Huh. It's like 170 gold for us to take first class.
We own the fucker.
Yeah, on
really?
our own
If we
train.
if we take our own, then it wouldn't freaking matter. But if we take a different one, like you were wanting subtlety, so I was assuming we were going to get on a different one rather than taking the one that's basically branded as the Shuckles.
Yeah, just roll into the train station in the Shuckles train.
Yeah.
No. Every single one of us has a disguise. Every single one of us. Jeva has a disguise. Ava has a disguise. I have a disguise. Kosh has a disguise. He was a fucking woman. We
It
all
wasn't a
have
very
disguises.
good disguise. We drew
Who's
pink
to say
hair
that there's
onto his
not a woman
token.
that goes and looks like Kosh? That's.
Some
I mean,
might.
we all have doppelgangers, right?
Turns out the
Some
party
might
is
look
just
at us and
changelings.
say. Some might look at us and say, "Look at these guys."
Yeah.
Nailed
all
it.
right then. All right, we can use. So we're gonna use a train not of our own.
That's what I thought the plan was, because you were wanting subtlety.
Yes.
Now, if we all go in disguise, true sight might become an issue, because everyone else's is illusionary, and we don't have the thing that you have, though only one of us knows of that thing.
That's definitely true.
Ava knows of the item, and of your true nature.
Yes.
Still waiting for that second foot to drop. So I had no intention of going in disguised.
I initially didn't.
Now he's tempted.
I mean, none of you are wanted criminals, but depending on what actions you pull here, you could get in trouble. So it's up to you whether or not you want to wear disguises.
We could get in trouble. Wear the Shuckles. You don't fuckle with the Shuckles. And there has been a lot of fuckling with the Shuckling going on recently.
Everybody just wants to fuck us up. Like, that's a thing.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't have any plans to go in under disguise. They can try and fucking arrest me. We'll have to deal with a 21st level caster with access to some very powerful 9th level spells. Including one that's literally, yeah, you're staying there and getting crushed to death. Have fun.
Oh my goodness. So, Brandon, I love this.
I'm concerned.
So, you should be. You should be. Because I fucked up. I fucked up a little bit. So, so the description, because everybody knows that I have this, like at least out of character. In character, only Ava knows. But the mask of misplaced aura is when you don this mask. Da 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 da. You can distort your appearance, alignment, and mannerisms to appear as one specific person chosen when you don the mask, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it provides you with plus 20 bonus to bluff and disguise checks and makes your lies undetectable by effects like discern lies.
Mm-hmm.
So I can lie through my teeth.
I mean, what are we at now? 8 years?
Yes. But it doesn't mean I have to lie to you. I'm just saying that should I need to lie, it's going to be great. Can make your alignment appear to be that subject. The only thing that it doesn't mask is your thoughts.
Which the other thing takes care of. The third eye.
Yep. Awesome. Awesome. So
Brain
I
has
can.
total coverage.
Yeah. Total. I can bluff. I can disguise. Wait a minute. Since I'm wearing it, does it have that already?
Does what have what? Because I can tell you.
It does not. So here's the thing. So that's going to be because I'm constantly wearing it, right?
Yep.
I automatically get a plus 20 to bluff.
Why is your bluff now plus 60 when it was... Oh.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit.
That's a little that's a little fucking better. That's what I was saying. I was like, well,
Jesus, you need
when
to
I
roll...
tell a lie.
Sorry. You need to roll less than 3 or less. Or 2, like 1 or a 2 actually, for me to be able to beat you on a fucking sense motive. Wait. No, there's 13 difference. You need to roll a 6 or less for me to beat you on a sense motive. Fucking hell. I need to boost my sense motive to get past this shit. I will have seen
Look, it is not a challenge. It is not a challenge.
It is now.
Oh jeez. So my thing is like when I go and I do my reconnaissance and stuff, if I want to, I can lie through my goddamn teeth and they can't detect it by lies, and my bluff is really fucking high.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping that the sense motive doesn't outrank yours. You're crazy with all of your stats. So
Yeah, I've got a plus 47 to my sense motive.
yeah, you're fucking. And let's see.
I just need to crank that a little bit higher, just to...
And my disguise gets it as well. So that's... Nice.
Plus 68 to your disguise, fucking hell.
Good. If I don't want to be fucking known, I am not going to be fucking known.
Yeah, shame you didn't want... Shame about it breaking that one time. When you didn't want it to be known.
Yeah, well,
Progress.
we had to have progress. So
Yes.
hey, I landed that natural one, not on purpose. So that was the most natural fucking thing ever. But let's get this ball rolling. So our first target is going to be Solgar, but our main target after him is going to be Gennara. Or depending on how the group wants to do it, because I know that Ava has strong feelings against Gennara, we could possibly take her out first.
She was in a Delamac, wasn't it? Wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, that name is rung some bells
It's
due
not.
to the journal.
Thankfully, I have her stats done.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Because we don't really know. So why don't you tell us about Archbishop Solgar? We obviously know that he's the Archbishop, but what's his role and what's happening with like Gennara and the killing of all of these people?
Alright, so Archbishop Solgar Duriznu is the Archbishop of Thaliost. Thaliost is a former city of Ondare that was captured by Thrain during the last war, and during the Treaty of Thronehold was given to Thrain. He's one of the founding members of the Servants of the Pure Flame, and serves as their political leader. Ganara serves more of like their militant commander, leading their Templars and hunting out mages, lycanthropes, and changelings alike. But he is the worst of the worst. Whereas in Flamekeep, they generally only feeble mind criminal mages and imprison them. In Thaliost, he full on is burning them at the stake, and he's considered a tyrant.
Burn the witch!
A lot of the citizens of Thaliost still believe themselves Ondarian and would love nothing more than the Church of the Silver Flame to be expunged from the city.
Wave them off with the single-fingered salute.
Okay. All right. So, with Solgar gone, we'll have the. We're going to have to do everything very silently, and it might be difficult. Because if Solgar is found dead, then it's going to give rise to everyone else that we're going and targeting people of similar stature. So if we're going to take out Solgar first, we're going to have to do it as stealthily as possible. Because we don't want to alert Ganara or any of the silver or pure flame. This is going to be a very covert mission. I know that's not typically our style, but can we stick to it?
I can't make
Her-
promises, but
Oh,
I will do my best.
Ava was looking at Kosh at that statement.
Dude, so is she. I know that everybody else is like looking at Kosh. We might have to do a little bit of a reversal and have you go in the bag. Just so that we can get inside nice and smooth. Depending on how long you can hold your breath, that is.
He'll only have about 10 minutes of air in there.
Should be plenty of time for us to sneak in. As long as we've got descriptions about his whereabouts. Did I get any further information about like where he resides, John?
He resides inside the Tower of Judgment, a tower surrounded by thick walls. Pulling up my map. In the mid-southern section of the city.
Okay.
There is a garrison of the Knights of Thrain at the tower. So it's a well-fortified location. You also hear that they do most of their public burnings in the Three Corners Bazaar.
Well, that could be a problem if they start burning people while we're there and walking past. Damn, that's not a ranged spell. Is that a ranged spell? It is. Good to know.
I'm pretty sure that even with
I'm not sure if you mentioned that particular bit. Because all the information the rest of us are getting it from what you're saying.
yeah, no, she would definitely because what she's going after is she's trying to determine whether or not we go after the Archbishop first or if we go after Ganara. The problem is if one of the two is killed, that sets the other one on alert. And that's not what she wants to happen. So there are two options. One, we go at it together, take on each of them simultaneously, or we split the party, which is not necessarily something that
I do not
I
recommend
want to
splitting
do.
the party because I am the only active healer.
Yep. So we're going to have to make it seem after we kill them that they're still alive.
And I can't bring that potential up because Kosh doesn't know about your things.
Look, I was already thinking it. Okay, it's not a problem.
So you say.
It's not a problem.
So what do you think? Get them in the same
I don't.
room?
Just one second. Hmm. You said he's in a tower, yes?
Yes.
Is my computer dying? No. Computer dying. I have a fucking flying cloak of invisibility. Try and see me, bitch.
I mean, true saying, that'll still punch through the invisibility. Won't punch through your disguise, but it will punch through invisibility.
Just depends on how many people are looking at his tower. Are there, well, I suppose that'll be a conversation for when we get there because I don't want to know all the aspects. Was I given a detailed map of, or blueprint of how his tower is laid out?
I can send you that information.
Yes. Yes. I mean, you could just post it in the regular thing because I'm going to spell it out for them too.
Okay.
If he's our first target and we're agreeing that he's our first target, then I'll pull out the blueprints and show everybody. That way we can all collectively come up with a plan.
Okay.
Yeah, they would likely have some kind of dimension lock to prevent, high-level mages just kind of straight into the boardroom while they're having a meeting and then blowing
Yeah.
it up.
I definitely don't want this. Hey, do we have that thing that disregards anti-magic fields yet?
Yes, that was one of the things that we did get done. It was one of the
Good,
things I counted
because
in there.
I have a feeling that they're all anti-magic fields if they fucking can be.
Yep. So we've got immunity to
Things we've got
anti-magic
that.
fields, feeble mind, and blasphemy.
Good.
We have... You guys will be using your Ring of 9 lives every morning after you get
Yes.
up, so you'll have that active. And we have the Third Eye Conceal. There was another one. Oh, Deathless. We've got immunity to death effects as well. So they can't go casting like Finger of Death on us and have it work.
Okay.
So that was the four things that
So
we got
whenever.
was the Spellbane, for anti-magic
Mhm.
field, feeble mind, and blasphemy, we've got death proof, ring of 9 lives, and third eye conceal.
So what where are you putting that? Are you putting it in roll 20?
They're already on your sheet. So is all the other
No,
gear,
no,
but
no.
You're
The
talking to me.
blueprints.
Oh.
Yep.
I was just doing one little adjustment before I spam the chat.
have you tried the map maker yet, John?
Not yet. I've got maps for all this stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, that's tower. Please be nice. Okay, good. It's nice.
Pop, 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 pop.
Was that your Mario growth?
No, you're the one who does that.
Yeah, fair.
Okay, that should be everything. And it should be everything more or less in order. Ground floor going all the way up, and then after what is clearly the roof is the basement, B1, B2. I don't know if they were labeled, unfortunately. I can tell you what each image is supposed to represent if you want.
Sorry. Glitch in a matrix. Okay.
Yeah,
Hopefully I didn't miss anything while I was gone.
no, he's just posted all the images
so
into.
they are bare bone, but they are supposed to be labeled. So from top to bottom, we have the ground floor, the barracks.
Oh wait, where are we looking at this from?
Rise of Tiamat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me
Okay.
know when you're ready.
Yep.
Okay, ground floor, barracks,
hmm
ballroom, great hall, library. That is a roof for the tower on the great hall. It's supposed to be adjacent to the library. It'll make more sense when we get to the big map.
Mm-hmm.
Shrine, the fancy bedrooms, scrying chamber, 2 more tower roofs, an alchemist's lab, the observation level, which is basically a open floor with tons of fires and overlooks the city, and then the roof, which is flat. And then we have 2 basement floors. First is the vault, and then under that is a prison.
Mm.
So I've just had a thought as well. Is that this guy is obviously not very well liked. So it may not
don't
just
say.
be anti-magic fields that we're dealing with. Remember that tower when we tried to get the blue dragon mask?
Oh, the illusionary one?
The
The labyrinth?
well, it could. I'm less thinking of that and more the restrictions that we had trying to fly over it. There might be some anti-air stuff going on that may affect flight
Hmm.
or trigger when something is flying. Something of a estimated size is flying around the tower. So that way you're not just getting these little fucking birds. A friggin' hummingbird lands on the friggin' tower and everyone's like, oh my god, there's a mage!
But
Turns
as you
out
can
it's a
see,
druid
the
in wild
ground
shape.
floor, the ground floor of the tower is surrounded by a keep wall, quartered, with round-the-clock Warforged guards. You're able to see that from the street level, so your scouts could have told you that. There's guards on all the roofs and at every entrance. Again, Warforged. They don't need to eat or sleep.
They do have to rest though. But
Yeah,
they can
which
do
they
so
rest in the
while.
barracks.
Well, they can rest while guarding if they run anything like the 5e ones.
Probably, yeah. Not to say
It
there
doesn't.
aren't humans inside. There are regular Templars, but they're like in the library studying or in the alchemy lab doing stuff. I could tell you the exact number, but you would have to do something to discover that,
Mhm.
essentially.
But we could find out. We just need a body count. How do you think a several hundred tons of TNT would go from the basement? Just blow it up.
Again, we don't want to alert everybody. Like,
That's what you say.
Can't alert everybody if they're already dead.
Yep.
This is entirely Brandon. This is not Ava at all.
fucking Scott and Brandon or fucking Scott and Kosh are basically the same person, give or take. But
There is a certain amount of chaos
Gennara
in
is not
Brandon
there.
that does not translate over to Ava.
I don't know. Ava, as of recently, it has been very angry.
Angry.
So I wouldn't put it.
But would you
past
say
her.
she's chaotic?
It's like,
Aside from the times where, you know, she's messing around with the party, like sending Kosh for 100 feet in the air. I should try that with some of the guards.
Yeah, Warforged don't need to sleep, but if they're a spellcaster, they need the
The
rest
rest.
time to prepare their spells.
Yeah.
So they don't necessarily need to sleep unless they exert themselves. So
Which means just standing watch. So, current plan, transport to Fairhaven, teleport to Fairhaven, take a lightning rail to Thaliost, then find entrance to the tower, create our own
I mean,
entrance,
you can't miss it. It's the tallest tower in the city.
blow it up, have it implode on itself. Is that the working plan?
Sounds like it.
1 second. What was the plan? I heard blow it up, and I'm pretty sure that.
No, you didn't hear that.
So, current plan as it stands is teleport to Fairhaven, take the lightning rail from there to Thaliost, find a way into the tower, or create our own way in, and then I don't know. Because I can cast greater invisibility on the rest of the party. Because I do have that spell. Why did I close my freaking character sheet? I think it only lasts for, like, a round per level or some shit, or a minute per level. Go away, I don't want that open.
Choo-choo!
It
Yeah.
opened on my screen too. I was just like, oh, what's that?
Yeah.
You guys are taking the lightning rail, so I pulled up the lightning rail.
I was trying to look at my spells.
For Solgar, where does he spend most of his time within the tower? I'm pretty sure I would have gotten that information as well.
He's often seen preaching in the shrine.
Oh my god, we're gonna kill this man in a church.
Yep.
Jeez.
Anyone have any problems with this? No?
No,
Good.
no. As long as it's not open to the public. Although the public would probably be like, yeah, cut
Yeah,
his fucking
fuck
head
that
off.
guy.
It's like,
It's a private
The chair!
tower
Give
and
him
a
the
private-
chair!
cheese.
It's a private temple for the servants of the pure flame. So
Yeah, well, there will be pure fire in there. Just not the kind that they like.
All right. So our plan is pretty set. I think the only thing that we'll do a little bit differently is instead of heading straight in, because it's going to be a 12-hour trip. So upon that 12 hours, we need to get ourselves settled. So we'll find like
It's a 12-hour train, lightning rail
Right.
from Fairhaven to Thaliost.
right. So when we get to Thaliost, we need like a nesting ground to be able to reconvene. So we're gonna have to find a tavern to go to. Maybe gather information from the locals so that if we can find out anything more than what we already have, then it's possible that we'll have even more of an upper hand.
How much do you think we'd be able to get out of the locals on this guy?
A lot of people hate him. And
I just don't foresee them having a whole... Like, we can try. Not opposed to trying, but I don't see us getting a whole lot out of them, considering. Because they may hate him, but if he's keeping himself locked up in the tower, they're not going to have access to find out anything about him.
but what about the rotation of the guard?
Rotation in the guard, we might be able to get out of them.
Yeah. So I think that'd be in a good observation to do. And maybe it's something that they're already akin to. Or, maybe there's already a resistance that appears in the guard that might be able to help us.
Give us away in.
Not necessarily. Yeah, exactly. The stealthier that we can do this, the less chances of Gennara finding out. More of a chances of being able to go in and just kill her too.
Even better if we get them in the same room.
Gennara and Solgar?
Kill them both at the same time.
Hmm.
Don't have to worry
How
about
good
noise
is your
then.
forging?
How good is my forging? Well,
Yeah.
forge is based on linguistics, is it not? And my linguistics is at plus 30.
My linguistic is a plus 25. So if we could obtain some of his writing, there's a possibility of us being able
Lure her
to,
out.
yeah, tell her that she's being summoned by the Archbishop. If she's being summoned, she'll want to know why. And if we do have them in the same area, it'd be easier just to kill both of them. Sounds pretty good to me. We just have to get a sample of his writing.
That'll be the
and
thing.
do it well enough. Or we could say it was from a scribe. Maybe he doesn't write his own shit.
We don't know.
Yep. Okay, so to get the ball rolling, we need to get there first.
Yep.
So we're going to take the lightning rail as we said, we'll all pay the gold for it.
So I'll mark off a use of greater teleport.
And then suddenly we're surrounded by dragons.
Again. See it.
Nah, I wouldn't do that to you.
No, you would never do that, John.
No, it's not going to be dragons this time. It's going to be something else.
20-foot mages. All that
We're surrounded
equally
by
hate
Tarrasques.
mages. Oh gosh. Beholders.
So yeah, we'll teleport to Fairhaven. We will pay the, what was it, 140 gold for the 12-hour trip?
Yep.
So I'll just pay that in platinum.
Alright, you're in Fairhaven.
I like that when I push my bar that's like for my name and everything, and it says as, and it has Kiyomi, it has Rehne, it has Tyrion, it has Megan, and then Kiyomi and Rehne, but then it has 90-foot square wall.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
It's all the different
Alright.
gold, because they're locked in as character sheets. So, and in order for us to be able to put them down, we need to have control of them.
Yeah, so
Yeah. That's
So,
not me. That was a wall talking.
it's pros and cons. Technically, if you're not a spellcaster, I could just take them away from you.
No. I'm a killer. I love it. Okay.
I don't know what wall that was, but it was one of them.
Apparently, it was a 90 by 5 foot.
Yeah, but I don't know what color.
The game doesn't know.
Oh no, it does. It's because it's a 90-foot long wall. It's yellow.
Oh,
It's just this little yellow line on the side.
yeah, you're right.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Oh, God.
So we arrive in.
In Fairhaven.
Yeah.
We pay the
We
toll
go ahead and get.
and
Yep.
get aboard, and we're in first class because we're the Shuckles. Fuck it.
Of course.
We've got enough money to pay for frickin' first class.
Yes, but hopefully we're not that well known yet. Like, hopefully people over here don't know us like that, because we are known for the chaos that we bring with us.
Suddenly, the train is on fire. As a dragon swoops down and grabs one of the carriages, taking it off into the sunset.
I mean, you guys have spent a lot of time in Thronehold. It's only like 85 miles to Thalia.
Shit, he's not wrong. We did a lot of work with the council.
Granted, the ambassador for the Church of the Silver Flame was Anthar.
Yeah.
So,
And Onthar is good people.
yep.
Onthar is
Alright.
not Burn the Witch.
Do we want to do a roll of how famous you are in Thalia?
Yeah, fucking do it. I want to
Sure.
know.
How well can we sit under the radar? Either that's really high or really low.
We're low.
I mean, 69 out of 100.
Eh, nice.
Nice.
So, about 69% of the population might recognize you, but
Might.
That's not a lot. No.
Over the half of the fucking population knows us. We're gonna be walking down the street, someone's gonna ask for a fucking autograph. Alright, we're gonna try it anyway.
I mean, you
they
guys
may
have
have
the option
heard
of getting
of us.
disguises.
Wait, no. It's known that Anthar and us were in connection together, correct?
Yeah.
So maybe Anthar is our way in.
Onthar?
Anthar.
I don't even know if he's... I think he's still in Thronehold.
It doesn't matter. We have a connection to him, right? He told us to report here, to aid. So that way, because I don't think that we've necessarily.
The last time you spoke, you guys asked him to investigate the church.
Well, Ava asked him to do that.
Yeah. So he's not in Thronehold.
No, but it's the connection too.
Mm.
Yeah.
So it's using his connection with our connection because we've never really been seen going against the Silver Flame, correct? It's not like we went up to one of their temples and burned it down.
Don't
Yeah,
tempt me.
not yet.
Rightfully so.
Not
yet,
yet.
and don't tempt me at the same time.
Yeah. So my thing is like we can say that we're there for helping, assistance, right? Maybe
Okay.
we hate mages and lichens just as much as they do, right?
Well, this is
Let
going
us
to be
help.
I wonder
awkward.
if it's common knowledge that Jeff is a werewolf.
Jesus Christ, John, don't roll for that.
I mean, Jeva keeps that reasonably well hidden, so I doubt it. She will probably be known as a
Maybe.
human. Ava,
Or
on the
a
other
druid.
hand, would be well known as a mage, because that's 90% of what she does.
Okay, well then motherfucking Ava needs to be Kaya.
Does that mean everyone's going to be in disguise then? Because it's just going to, otherwise it's going to be the Shuckles and this new person.
I mean, that's not suspicious.
I mean, we had fucking Jesus.
What, Nia?
We had Nim for a bit,
Yeah.
and then we had Arkin for a bit.
Arkan was well before the Shuckles became well known.
Yes, right.
When was Nexus?
But it's
Nexus
Is that
was also Falcon's
before
Hollow.
Shuckles? Yeah.
so my thing is we weed them out as we go. Maybe the Shuckles is, not necessarily a group of people, but a melting pot of people
It's a belief.
yeah.
We are
But-
our own religion.
If they if we tell them that we're our own religion, they will come after us.
I mean, that's coming in time.
The Church of the Silver Flame is actually generally open-armed to the other religions, at least the Sovereign Host, because they understand that the Silver Flame isn't a true god, that it came afterwards.
Yeah, you fucking
Granted.
tell that to Solgar and Ganara.
Granted, they also believe that they'll be the last remaining god when all the world turns to darkness, and it's their job to cleanse the impurity of the world.
Cleanse this, bitch.
Oh, okay. So my thing is like if Ava was to go as Kaya, it's just that sometimes we have wayward people that join us, help us out.
True. Though if anyone's using
maybe
True Sight,
it-
they will see through it.
That's true.
So do we go the deception route, or do we just minimize...
Well, but
Minimize
it
the
is a
lies.
good question. So, but again, it raises that good question. Do people recognize Ava on site as a mage? If more than half of the people over here know about us, about the Shuckles, do they know that Ava is in fact a mage?
Would they recognize Ava's magics as arcane? Is more thing.
Yeah.
Because the Silver Flame, or at least the sects of the Silver Flame that are doing this, are specifically against the arcane casters, not the divine.
Right.
And
Right.
unless they know the nature of the magic, it could be argued that, because I made this argument back when I first came through with Ava, that her magics could be seen as divine because they're coming from the stars.
I mean, unless the person has a way of determining whether it's arcane or divine, you could always just lie to them.
Bitch, I'm a
I
cleric.
thought you were
Yeah, I mean, you're dressed in white, and I mean, there's also the possibility that people have misinformation about you, and they basically think you're just a cleric.
I mean, that's also
fine.
true. There's not exactly a lot of astrologians yet.
Yeah.
I think
that's true.
there's
So,
maybe
we're
a
just-
couple surviving from Adele's little menagerie. There's
Yeah.
Nia and there's Ava. Aside from the students that are still over there being taught by the simulacrum, there's only really maybe a half a dozen true astrologians at most.
Yeah, your
So,
class is
we're just
basically an unknown to them.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. So we're just gonna pass her off as a fucking cleric. Congratulations, Ava. You have another class to take.
they might ask you about your religion and holy symbols, but we can get to that later.
Yep. All
I
right.
think you technically have a necklace from your mother that
I
could
do.
pass as one.
Passes the holy symbol. I need to look at the sovereign host now.
I know there's a sun goddess.
Yeah, I'll have a look at it, but we'll keep going.
All right. So we arrive at Thaloist.
Okay.
Doloria.
Dollara.
Thaliast.
Good
So-
deal, Adra.
Okay.
Fortune. Kind of what she deals with.
So the lightning rail stops just in front of the Orion chapter house, passing through the Three Corners Bazaar, where you see them setting up a pyre.
Oh no.
Also labeled on the map is the Tower of Judgment.
What time of day is it, John?
I imagine it's later in the day. Figure this would have been brought up. Because you brought it up, and then I remember because I asked for 6 more days to get the rings done. And then once those were done, we were going to move off to start doing this. So we probably set off in the morning, so it's probably more towards evening now. With the
Well, if it's 12 hours, depending on if it's the morning.
It's
So if we left it,
5 p.m. Wow, we caught the early train.
Yeah.
And they're setting up a pyre.
Yep.
Must be a dinner show.
Wow.
Yeah.
So where are you going? You gonna find somewhere to rest for the night? Do you wanna go to the center of town? Do you wanna attack the tower at night? What's the plan?
I just have this thing running through my head. It's some vine that I've seen. It's just like, mother, I crave violence.
Oh my god.
So, I believe our first thing that we should do is find a tavern. We need to have a spot that we can reconvene at.
Away from the burning, please, because it may cause her to snap faster than I was thinking.
Yeah. We need it more towards the Tower of Judgment, but also close enough to an exit. So something along.
So either down towards the south, past the Tower of Judgment, close to the lightning rail, or to the north on the other side of the city. Or the docks. Or bridge, rather.
Yeah, I would say closer to the south or to the towards the bridge, somewhere along there.
I would argue more towards the south because that's less time that we have to spend going near the Three Corners Bazaar, which means we don't have to pass by any burnings, because that's going to set her off. Trying to make sure shit doesn't hit the fan too early.
So where are you going?
South of the Tower of Judgment, we're trying to find a tavern. Along the way, we could also listen to, the gossip. If there's notice any signs that
Any
we may
mutterings?
pass. Any offerings. Maybe past a few back alleys that seem kind of not so safe.
Okay, so you're looking around for inns, and you come across the Silver Sword Inn.
What is
Okay.
with these people in silver? Silver flame, silver sword.
Your color of choice.
If their armor's silver as well, I'm just gonna friggin' we'll melt it down.
All right, so we come across this Silver Sword Inn. Do we enter? Who enters first?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh
You're
my goodness.
you're in the lead here.
Oh, I'm in the lead?
This is your mission.
Okay. It's everybody's mission. Jeva's people are being burned. Ava's people are being burned.
Rain's people are being burned.
Okay, look, not everybody knows that, okay?
Not yet.
So,
Standing
standing at the...
Oh, good, yes.
Go ahead.
No, who's standing there? Because I'm getting ready to walk in. So who's standing there?
Well, inside.
Oh, okay, I enter.
Okay. Standing behind a small bar is a half-elf woman. She's just polishing up a ale glass.
Good evening. We're curious if you might have a room available, or a few rooms available.
Of course. My name's Maka. Let me know if you need anything. Our rooms are just 20 silver a night.
You're even asking for silver.
Like
All
I
right.
said, what is it with these people in silver?
Is there anyone else in the inn, or is it just us and Maka?
There's a guy passed out drunk at the bar. A couple people, gnomes, sitting at a table. They're playing Three Dragon Ante. But
Oh Jesus! I just
it's a
see Kosh
fairly-
leave the party.
we all watch as
No,
Kosh wanders over to the table.
I'm stepping in line.
It's surprisingly fairly empty for what you'd expect from an inn in a large city such as this.
So we're not from here. Would you mind giving us some information on what we could expect by being here?
You've probably picked one of the more difficult cities to live in. Before, about 9 years ago, after the war ended, this city was given to Thrain, and there's a whole lot of resentment. And then just recently, with this new witch hunt they've got going on, burning people in the town square. It's insane. All because they're mages. There's mages everywhere.
Even here?
I've heard rumors that people harboring escaped mages just disappear. Templars interrogate and threaten passersby. My friend has a cousin who's a mage. She says that he was feeble-minded against his will. You hear more with every passing day.
Sounds terrible. And yet, there's no uprising or anything.
No, the Archbishop keeps this place under control with an iron fist. Has his knights patrolling the streets. Any kind of rioting, and they put it down. If I were you, I wouldn't stay here long.
You say these knights do patrol every night throughout the whole city?
Yep. Come and go from that big old tower.
I see. And these burnings, do they happen every day?
Yeah, more or less. Although the rate seems to have started to increase.
The one that is commanding for this to be done, is he known to be present at these burnings?
Bishop never leaves his fancy tower. It's usually just run by a priest.
I see.
Well, anyway, do you want a room?
We'll need several. One for myself, and I believe 2 more.
Okay, that'll be 60 silver a night.
Of course.
Alright. Thank you. Here's your
Thank you.
3 keys.
Take the key. Go up to the room. Kind of get all of our stuff settled in. I'm supposing that if there's a larger room between the 4 of us, because Jeva and Kosh share a room. She didn't even ask.
Might I suggest that we actually stay in one room, even though we purchased 3? Or at least 3 of us stay in one, just for safety. And if someone has noticed our whereabouts, they have to check both rooms.
So what's the layout of the room?
Rehne is a little surprised.
I think I have.
Like, main things I need to know: windows, curtains, and some kind of dresser or wardrobe of some kind. All right, zoom out.
Whoa.
Well, this map
really
looks awfully familiar.
So, yeah.
So we wouldn't have purchased the big room because we don't want to make it obvious. So we would have purchased the 3 rooms.
Windowless.
So we would get these 2 rooms, at least. And then probably this one.
I mean, I figured that we'd take the 2 windowless ones and then one of the windowed ones. Because it's less points of entry.
It is, but does it seem too cautious?
Fair.
Because if we're strategic about this, like Kosh, I'm surprised. But if we're taking it from Kosh's point of view, right? So we still need to be seen in these 2 rooms, and then we can sleep in one of them. I don't mind sleeping by myself. That would be preferred.
Mm-hmm.
So Rehne would take one of the rooms, probably this one.
Ava will immediately take whichever of the windowless rooms remains unclaimed.
Well, we're having 3 people sleep in one, which means that not that it's going to be super difficult for them, but Jeva and Kosh would share a bed. Ava would be in the other bed. We'd leave one of the rooms empty.
Well, I mean, they can have both beds. I had a plan for that.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's fine too. So Rehne will get set up in this room. And make sure that she's known for kind of going in there, settling in. We take maybe like 45 minutes to settle in. And then most likely reconvene somewhere.
We purchased 3 rooms, but then only using 2?
So everybody needs to be seen going into their respective rooms. So if Rehne's room is this one, and this one's Ava's, and then this one is Kosh and Jeva's, we all need to be seen in those respective rooms. But that doesn't mean that at the end of the night, that's where they stay.
So Ava was going to take one of the the windowless ones. So whichever.
Okay.
And you could have negotiated the windowless rooms with the barkeep. She probably would have given you a tiny discount. Because most patrons prefer windows.
Eh.
They don't know us. All right. So
Also, we have enough money that it doesn't really matter for us.
matter at all. We buy the tavern.
Yes, this is ours
It's
now.
not a very large tavern. They got 5 rooms and a stable.
All right. So what you're telling me is we buy the tavern and the town keep. Like we just we buy her too. Just pay her to keep it afloat.
It's under new ownership. You can keep running the place, but it's under new ownership.
Yep.
So basically, once we're
all settled in and everything, we'll reconvene in one of the rooms, which will most likely be one without the window.
yeah. So basically, as soon as I close the door, I lock it. Are these just standard like chest of drawers, or are they like a full wardrobe? Because they look like just a chest of drawers.
Yeah, just chest drawers. And there's a
Okay.
tiny little end table between the beds.
Okay, I need to find a spot against the wall then. You know what? Fuck it. So it's going to be awkward to get in and out of, but as soon as the door is locked, I'm going to cast Mage's Magnificent Mansion and place the door there, and just go in.
Okay.
Okay. I'm betting that Ava would have said, once you're done, come to my room.
I mean, she hasn't said anything. She's closed the door, locked it, and just gone into
And then
the
it's
mansion.
So that means what for Kosh and Jeva?
I mean,
Pick a
Frank
room.
walking out and walking right into them.
just
Ah.
boom.
Yep. Oh,
But you.
I think it's a good thing that
Sorry, go on.
we bumped into each other. We need to make sure that Ava's taken care of. With her being in a delicate state of mind right now, it'd be beneficial of us to take every precaution to keep her out of the bazaar, as well as any other place with a pyre.
I understand.
But also, yeah, let's go and have a chat with Ava. Would you mind getting the door? I believe she chose this one.
Sure, I'll jiggle at the doorknob.
It's locked.
Is it locked?
Is it locked?
It's locked.
Yep.
It appears to
What
be.
is it, though?
But is it? Waits for the bloop.
Oh, why is my screen so fucking big? Jesus.
It is no
Is it-
longer locked.
It was locked.
After you.
So I'll head in.
Follow. We see the door, right? We obviously know what it is.
So ordinarily, because this spell is a bit funky,
Mm-hmm.
which is why I like it so much. Yes, I have a portable entire mansion that I can do whatever the fuck I want with. Only those you may designate may enter. and the portal is shut and made invisible behind you when you enter. Huh. You know her patterns well enough,
Mm-hmm.
and after the last little stint that we spent elsewhere with the venomous dements, and how they got mad at us because we decided, no, we're not going to sleep in these rooms. You could
Well, 'cause
ascertain
we're
that
nice
she
at that
has
Left. Or
left.
spirited away.
Yeah, but she's not in the room.
Do our
and you
earrings work?
No, they are interplanar. Like they.
Oh my goodness. Bad Ava. Ava just abandoned us. If we were dead and dying, she would never fucking know. Okay. So
I imagine you could
we
probably
wait.
feel it. Like, you know, she's one to take precautions.
Right, right. But the thing is we don't know where, right?
You don't know where in the
So-
room she's put the door. No.
Yep. So Rain just looks at Kosh and goes, well,
I hope you guys have some way of seeing
Is it-
through invisibility.
stop feeling
Surprise
around.
dragon!
Oh god, fucking damn
Oh,
it! Well, I'll be fine.
All right, Kosh. Stop feeling around.
Well, if you insist.
What? No, you imbecile.
Well, that's not nice.
Though mostly true. No, walls under the bed.
Oh, okay.
You have Jeva for that anyway.
I'm not sure that that would be appropriate.
Give it a
Jeva's just
few
like, no
years.
comment.
So, I'm following suit. So I'm feeling on walls and everything as well. There's a chance for one of us to fall. Coin of fate.
But you,
There
I
we
picked
go.
2. I picked tails. So
Well,
whoever...
I got heads.
All right, you find the door.
yeah, the door is next to the other door, like the actual door, but it's half covered, so you can only open one side of it and squeeze in, because she's placed it like in such a way that it's
Precariously.
partly covered by the chest of drawers.
She could have moved the table and put it up against that wall, but no.
No, Ava didn't think that
Too much
far
work.
ahead. Ava's just trying to, keep what's left of her sanity at the moment. So just like, fuck it, that's a good spot, and it's hard to get into.
She's socially distancing. Good work, Kosh. After you.
I'll head in.
I follow, shut the door, make sure that it's as concealed as it can possibly be.
You see her immediately as soon as you're through the door. She didn't even go like far in. She's just like next to the door, leaning against the wall, head tilted back against the wall, and just eyes closed, just trying like her breathing is forcibly controlled.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. Rain would remember in the journal. With Ava's mother being burned on the pyre.
Mm-hmm. If this is too difficult for you, you have to let us know. Because once we start really doing things, there's no going back.
I'm fine. Just reminded me of the journal.
It's understandable, but at least here, maybe we can make a difference. Maybe we can be the difference. However, we won't be able to do that from within these walls.
No, but it gives us a safe place to rest.
I don't disagree with her putting this here. It creates a safe haven for us that those that might want to harm us can't get in.
It's true, but by being in here, do we know if somebody will attempt to do us wrong?
So, John,
I
question.
mean,
As point of clarification for the spell, I'm pretty sure if we're inside it and we open the door, we can see outside, but they cannot. Those outside cannot see in. So we'd be able to open the door and see if there's anyone trying to fuck with our
Yes.
shit. I'm assuming.
Yes.
So if we open the door, we'll be able to see out into the room and see if there's anyone attempting any shenanigans.
But just from this room, not the one, say, nearest to the window.
Not from
Which
the one
is-
nearest to the window.
So, if you two want to stay undercover here, that's fine. I'll go ahead and sleep in that room. After all, we only really need to rest for 2 hours.
One of us that's able to... I have this specifically set up so only we can get in and out. So one of us that can... should probably stay out there and make sure that nothing happens just in case.
That's fine.
After the last time we got attacked in the middle of the night, having at least one of us able to alert the others would be a good idea.
All right. Perhaps having 2 pairs of eyes will definitely help, especially because Kosh has a great ability of restraining people, don't you, Kosh?
I've been known to at least incapacitate,
At least, if not more.
if not more.
So do you mind staying outside as well? That way, if you sleep in this actual room, we'll be able to get to Jeva and Ava a lot quicker.
That should be fine.
And I can sleep across from the room.
We also have Sai. He can
Oh, that's
stand
true.
sentry. When it comes to distance, how far away, if I'm an extra planar, am I from that reality's point?
The problem with extra
Extra-
planar stuff is it's extra planar.
Essentially infinity.
Yeah, the only thing
Okay.
that can reach into different planes are abilities and magics that can actually do things.
Cross them?
So like plane shift would be able to do it, but teleport would not. Even greater
Okay,
teleport, I
'cause-
wouldn't be able to go from, say,
Dimension to
outside
dimension.
to within the Magnificent Mansion, because it's a different.
Okay, so
If Sai has to remain a certain distance from Kosh, then yes, you both have to be on the same plane.
yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
Hmm.
It's just, I don't know if he needs to sleep. I assume not.
No, there's nothing that says he needs
So
to.
you have a literal little camera.
Yeah.
It's just surveillance while you guys sleep.
And
Gosh.
it can telepathically wake me up, so...
Kosh,
Yes?
would you mind if I had Sai in my room?
That's fine. If that's what you wish.
She doesn't understand the context of the chuckle, but she's gonna leave it alone. She doesn't want to know.
Do
I
I
mean,
detect
you're
the hints of
essentially
voyeurism?
inviting Kosh into your bedroom.
Oh, Jesus. No, that's not how she took it. She was like, "Can I have your little robot thing in my bedroom?" That's all she was asking.
But Sai is Kosh.
Can I put your
Right,
mind camera in
right.
my bedroom?
Oh my
That's exactly it.
goodness.
I can
Now
see
all I can
everything
think of
he
is like,
sees.
oh my goodness. He's a different kind of camming device.
Bow, bow.
1080p.
Jesus.
1080, that's all. Jeez. Come on, you gotta make
Okay,
that shit at least
4K.
4K, yeah.
8K. Fucking 8K. Just
8K camera quality.
fucking 34K. He's advanced.
Why stop there? 128, let's go!
Yeah. Fucking 1 million K.
He literally creates 3D models and
all
projects it
holographic.
into my
nearly
mind.
fucking touch. Jeez.
It's like the holosuite from Star Trek.
But yes, of course. Sai can join you in your room.
So I believe that it's still early enough that if we want to do some searching, then perhaps we could get a feel for the city. Ava, if you would like to stay behind, that's fine. Kosh, myself, and Jeva could always poke around a bit.
As you're saying, if you want to stay behind, she just shakes her head. If something were to
Okay.
happen while I was hiding away... No. This will stay here for the next... I think it's like... Yeah, this will be here for the next, 2 days, so... The doorway will remain for another... basically 2 days. I don't need to be in it for it to stay put. I'm coming with. Hello?
Yeah, someone disconnected.
Me, I fell.
Okay.
I was asking questions and you guys weren't responding. And I was like, okay, something
okay.
went wrong. Okay. What was the last thing you guys heard me say?
Nothing.
The last thing that I heard you say was Rain telling Ava if she doesn't want to come along.
Okay.
To which she, as she was saying that, Ava shook her head. Because
Right.
if something were to
So-
happen while she was hiding away, as she put it,
Mhm.
and the door will remain for another 2 days or so.
All right. So we can go out in pairs and do a little bit of digging. Also, Kosh, how
Yes.
I'm not exactly sure how Sai works, but is he as speedy as you?
Yeah, let me open up his sheet real quick.
Somehow I don't think he has the 100 feet of movement that we have.
It'd be so
he
nice,
can-
though.
He can fly. That's the thing.
Yes, but does he have 100
Great.
feet of flying movement?
I mean, probably not.
Yeah. narrative time, it doesn't matter so much. Those speeds are more for combat.
Yeah.
Hey, John, check your Discord.
What's
Yeah, I
this?
don't have
Whispers?
movement on him, so
So yeah, narrative time, the movement speeds that we have don't really matter too much.
Right. Because my thought is that we could use psi as another, like a singular, as long as he doesn't go out of the, the realm that he has to be next to you. So however
yeah.
far it is. So that way we could have not just, the pairs of two, but also psi going around and taking notes.
I mean, if that's how you wish to use psi, I'm not opposed.
Okay.
And I'm sure he's fine with it himself. I don't have my voice changer, so I can't.
That's okay. All right, so if I could take a look around the bazaar and the chapter house, as well as find out any other key points of burnings. Orion Coach. And then maybe even along the Tower of Judgment, so that we get a little bit of an idea about the gods. Myself and whoever wants to come with me.
Jeva speaks up. I'm pretty stealthy. I could come with you.
Perfect. We're going to check out some of the less spoken about places. See what we can slither ourselves into. Kosh and Ava, if you want to check out holier places, not necessarily centered around where they're executing people, but perhaps gaining an idea of what churches are more or less favorable for us to be around. And then we'll meet back in, say, a couple of hours, along with our findings.
That should work.
Sounds like a plan. Don't do anything Kosh would
All
do.
right. Believe me, no tentacles.
Those tentacles
right.
have saved your life.
Yes, but I can't grow them.
Pretty sure your boyfriend liked them too.
Kosh just gives a smirk and says, "Sounds like envy."
From which one?
Both.
A-
The
aim,
answer is
aim,
always both.
aim towards rain, but it applies.
So Ava's trying to make cracks and appear normal. Or as normal as this party is.
Mhm.
So I can't seem to see Ava's HP. I don't know if that matters. Like I can see the bar, but I don't see her actual numbers. But I don't know if it actually
She is
matters.
infinite. All right, so
I wonder.
I know that.
I think I hid it so you guys couldn't see each other's numbers.
Oh.
Okay, that didn't work.
I mean, I can see Rain's, but
Yeah. Just Davis. Whatever.
It's okay, I'm the one who needs to manage health points anyway, so...
So I know that Rain would leave with Jeva, Jeva, and they would be looking for kind of like the not so best looking people, kind of following them. Hopefully, that would lead them into kind of like the underworld ish area. Hopefully,
For the
there's
seedier
one.
parts of town.
Yes.
Okay.
oh, by the way, just for the clarification on size speed, it's flight of 50 and land speed of 30 if he grows his legs. So
Oh, his weird little spider legs.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, so Ran and Jev are going into the seedier part of town. What's Avankosh doing?
We're going to the more holy sites, apparently.
We're touring the churches, apparently.
Yes.
Having a look at their architecture. You know, we're tourists.
Oh, it's beautiful
going to Notre
paintings
Dame.
and
Okay.
Also, anything that like catches your eye in between.
Yeah.
So, should something happen on your way to like said church, because even though he stays in his tower, he has to have priests, right, that go out to the bazaar and the Orient for him to do the executions. So those priests have to have direct connection with him at some point.
Well, the Orient Chapter House is where you can find their stables and other businesses. It's also have become a little run down and is more prone to crime, with the White Arch Bridge having been burned down by the church after the last war.
Oh, that's so nice of
During
them.
the last war. Considering you are just south of the Tower of Judgment, depending on which roads you take, if you stick to the main road, you'll go right through the Three Corners Bazaar. And as far as holy sites go in the city, there's really only the Tower of Judgment.
This huge place only has one church.
I guess there's a few churches scattered about.
Probably some smaller ones to take the load off of the tower for worship.
There might be a Church of the Sovereign Host, Church of the Silver Flame. Probably several churches of the Silver Flame, actually.
This whole place is littered with them.
But there's also other businesses scattered about, and there's a few parks.
Yeah, we'll just keep an ear out for things. And
it is getting late in the evening. Sun's probably setting by the time you guys are heading out.
At least the seedier stuff should be a little bit more active, depending on how well the guard interacts. Not to say that there aren't probably dirty guards, too.
Yeah. So, the groups head out of the inn. directions are you heading? Are you sticking to the main roads? Are you going through the alleys?
I would say for Jeva and Rehne, if they learn that the around the Orion is kind of the more seedier establishments as well as individuals are, they'll take the main roads to get there.
Okay. So where does Ava and Kosh head?
Probably around some of the more reasonably populated areas. The more people there are, the more likely we're there. The more likely we are to hear something.
Okay.
What do you think, Scott?
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
All right. So you just kind of wander around the streets in the nicer neighborhoods. All right. So after a few minutes of walking, Rehne and Jeva come to the intersection of the Bazaar.
Oh no.
I hear what sounds like typing.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Burn the corruption and taint of evil from all Albeveron. Other gods began the creation, but it is the silver flame, by searing wickedness and darkness from their imperfect world, that must complete it, says the priest holding a scroll, as a large man in leather is currently binding a female prisoner to a pole.
And who's seeing this? Which group?
Myself and Jeva.
Okay.
Oh goodness. And
The
apparently
hooded,
Sai is with us.
Sai cannot be with you. You're too far away. He has to stay within a mile.
all these hooded females are just townspeople. They're not all female women. You know what I mean? But the guards are
It's the
forming
neighborhood
a
Karens.
circle. The Knights Templar are currently forming a circle, keeping the citizens at a distance.
So we're I know Rehne's main thing is to stay as closely as she possibly can into the shadow.
And technically, from where you were, you'd be coming from this road.
Okay.
But yeah, you see a large crowd of people gathered as that's happening up on a stage. Do you want to get involved or do you want to ignore it?
Jeva just looks at Rehne. Do we do something? I don't know how we could save her.
Because it causes lag.
It's not right. All she's done is used magic. I'm guessing Megan DC'd.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I'm
You're
back.
fine.
Okay, so I'm not sure what was last said. I know that it was like the women aren't actually women. I get it. Not everybody is
Yeah,
there for execution.
those are just townsfolk.
Yeah.
Right.
So Jeva was just saying to you, like, what do we do? How can we save her? All she's done is use magic, and they're doing this.
Is that what they said that she was being executed for?
No, they didn't specify.
They
Oh,
didn't
I,
specify.
I thought that's what you said. My bad.
So it could be that she's a shifter, a changeling, or a magic user. Or
Yeah.
fucking all three.
Yeah.
Werewolf changeling that's actually a wizard.
Yeah. All right. So I don't know if it was heard, but I know that the way that Rehne works is to stay as closely as she can to the shadows. So as they're making their way, she would make sure that herself and Jeva are covered.
Okay.
They would remain in the shadows. So
And for Jeva's sake, sure, they could have said that she was to be executed for the crime of being a
witch, mage.
demon cultist, evil mage, basically.
Yeah.
We'll need a distraction. Pretty hefty. If we're wanting to save her. I'm not necessarily a magic user. I can use magic to distract.
I have a thought. I'm just looking up something real quick.
Is now a good time to? Oh wait. Now is a great time to mention that I have bombs. Not only do I
Oh.
have, not only do I have bombs, but I have smoke bomb. And a potion of invisibility, as well as potions of pass without trace. So
Would now be a good time to mention that I have explosives.
Oh gosh.
Loud, boomy, smoky explosives.
right? Okay. Thank God for.
And if I remember rightly, you
Do you
also
have
have a
any
bomb chucker.
suggestions? I do. I got rid of the stats for it because of all of my kukris, all my kukri attacks. Jeva, do you have any suggestions before I make you aware of my plan?
The only thing I can think of is possibly to make a howl as a distraction.
The only thing is can you throw your voice? We don't want you to be able to be seen or heard from the direction that we might be coming from. And I don't necessarily want you to go out on your own. Kosh would never forgive me if anything were to happen.
I don't quite have a way to throw my voice, no.
So here's what I'm thinking. I have a couple of bombs that I can use. At least smoke bombs. We should be able to move in and move out, because you have keen smelling, right?
Yes.
Would the smoke bombs upset your ability to smell where she is?
I'm not sure.
A DM call?
Yeah.
I don't know how good a wolf's scent is.
She has the keen sense
Um,
racial trait, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Mm.
Sure. Spec- I believe that was a specialized kind of smoke bomb that was meant for basically ninja vanish. So
Mm-hmm. So we're going to have to move very quickly. So we're going to position ourselves in the best place. So I think so.
Sorry, go ahead.
There's bushes here and bushes here. Not that it matters, because I'm probably going to allow Rehne as well as Jeva to do a pass without trace potion, so they can just go in and not be recognized at all once they're once the bombs kind of go off. And depending on how windy it is how long it necessarily stays.
So
The other question is how much damage do Jeva and Rehne want to do?
I might have put a marker down on accident.
oh, you did.
Why is it not as big as it should be?
you have
That's
to
what she said.
resize it. In fact, you guys might not be able to.
We can't
Nah.
resize things.
Why did I buy this thing? False advertising.
I mean, I think some of them work.
You
Like, I
guys are
think-
you're supposed to be able to drag it to the map. It's supposed to automatically be the correct size.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
there's
the 20 does.
There's the 20-foot one.
But I was trying to pull up the 60.
Hmm.
Oh, there it goes.
I got it to work. It's not locked to the grid though.
Yeah.
So that's 60 feet.
That
And-
is
and
a.
how
That seems very big.
There
That's a
should be
60-foot
longer.
radius.
Well, yeah. Okay. I do have one thought. It could serve as a distraction and an aid. I do know a song. As long as I could distract them using it as a hymn to their god, it could set them back and advance our plot. It's a supernatural skill I have, Hymn of the Marked One. I sing a song that's sonically infused, and it gives insight bonus on attack, damage, and skill checks, and forces everyone in 60-foot radius to do a will save that isn't my ally, and they get a -4 penalty to attack and AC.
Okay.
I'm not
The only
sure
thing
if
is-
they would see this as hostile, but
But she would be seen.
yeah, she
Right?
would be seen. But if she isn't recognized as, yeah, I don't know. If it's a matter of not being seen altogether, then it's a bad idea. But if it's a matter of distraction,
Well, they'll panic anyway as soon as the
Girl
as
vanishes.
soon as well the smoke as soon as the smoke
Yeah.
comes, they'll be on guard, or at
Yeah.
least confused, which is when we'll use our time. It's just how much do we want to save her and kill the people around? Like she's wanting to know if the main point is just getting her and getting her out, or is it taking out some of the like the priests around them. I think that's what she's asking Jeva.
I'm sorry. Go say that again. As
So she's her question to Jeva is their sole focus just getting her out and making sure she lives, or also taking out some of the individuals that put her there? So are we killing
no,
and
I
rescuing, or just rescuing?
just rescuing. I don't believe this is a fight we could win without the help of Ava and Kosh.
All right. So we would probably come up here.
Yeah, it's a good thing Ava's not there.
Yeah. Yep. It's a good thing because it's can't always have Rehne and Ava together.
Mhm.
But my
So
ship.
she'll. I know, but we gotta calm down. Gotta let other people have their time. So how much area do the smoke bombs cover?
Functions as fog cloud. 20-foot radius spread.
So if she uses two, well, you said
It's
20.
20-foot radius spread. It's 40-foot diameter. So,
Oh, good. So she can get basically everything.
So
I mean, you can at
it's
least get the entire crowd.
that, essentially.
Well, that's 10 foot.
That's 20-foot radius. I dropped a 20-foot radius.
No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you might need. I mean, it's enough to
Two.
cover the platform at least. So it
Yeah.
depends on how much of a spread you want.
So you could definitely cover that.
But we need an exit. So the thing is like I would probably drop both.
Yeah,
I
you
wish I
probably
could.
need a couple.
Yeah. So I'd probably want one there. Oh, no, need this. One there, and then probably another one here. Wow, they're different, right?
Hmm?
No, they're the same size.
No, they're the same.
It just one looked slightly bigger. So, oh, I can move both. So because I don't want them
Oh,
to
so now
send
you
in
can move them.
direction. Yeah.
Because they were set as drawings. Once I turn them off and they become tokens, you can move.
Nice. So this is about where they would sit. So there'd be almost that like overlap. That way they could exit. So if Jeva's okay with the plan, that's where she's going to drop them.
Yeah.
Do I need
that's
to
fine.
make any kind of checks for that, John?
No, I don't think so. You're just throwing them into a empty space. So
Okay.
I do have a potion
then-
of invisibility I could use.
I have one as well, but I'm going to give one to her.
Rain doesn't need them.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So,
So she'll just take that one and use it then.
okay. All right. So let's do this. We're rescuing our first person. So she throws the bombs.
Okay. Bombs go off. Smoke's released. The crowd starts to panic and flee. All the guards draw their swords and are looking around for the cause.
All right. So I can fly. I've got an invisible flying stuff. So can I just fly to her?
Can you see through the fog?
I'm using Jeva. So
Yeah, I will
would.
lead you there, and if you fly up with
I'm
her,
Yeah.
imagining you guys flying blind using scent.
I mean, we could do that too.
Yeah.
And
No, that's exactly what. That's
So
exactly what's
so
happening.
you're carrying me. Okay, so
Not
if
carrying.
you're going to carry me, I can compress to reduce my weight.
Yes, perfect. I get to carry tiny Jeva. So yes.
And it's
Yes,
literally midget Jeva, not pocket pupper.
Oh, that's okay. So I would take Jeva. Jeva would use scent to guide me.
Okay, sure.
I would go. Is this guy going to be an issue? Or is he freaking out too?
He's kind of freaking out
That
too. But the woman is currently tied. Her left and right hands and her feet are currently chained to the pole. So you'll need to make a disable device check. So
Sure,
free her.
we'll both do
Uh,
one.
Yep, she's good.
I don't think it's. Yep.
Oh, okay.
When I say bitches,
Is that for
I say
both,
bitches
or-
hard.
Is that for both? I'm assuming.
Yep.
Okay.
That's official artwork, by the way.
Oh, gosh.
Those hoods are the wrong
All
color
right.
for this.
Jeva
So-
attempted to help.
Jeva did reason
You
pretty
will.
bloody well with her help.
Yep. So I get her. I have Jeva. I kind of move her head back, and I give her the potion of invisibility, and then is she conscious? Is she like actively aware?
She's kind of like a limp noodle.
So you like stroke it down her throat, I guess.
Additionally, you see that she has engraved on her forehead a silver flame.
Oh no.
Like branded?
Yes. But it seems to be an arcane branding. It wasn't burned.
It
into
doesn't
her
seem
flesh.
like. Yeah, it probably wasn't her choice.
It's an arcane mark, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So,
You pour it down her throat.
yep. So she's invisible, so they won't see me with this woman. I'm not necessarily the strongest, but
We can
What's your
both grab
strength?
onto her.
yeah, a 20.
Should be fine then.
Yeah.
20 is definitely
So-
above average, so you should be able to carry her no
Okay.
problem.
Awesome. So I carry her and Jeva, and we make our escape this way.
Okay.
I recall an old campaign where we would fuck up shit, and then Amanda's character would draw a butt on a piece of paper and nail it to places. We were called the butt pirates. Anytime we did shit and we wanted to be known, she'd just draw this like she'd finesse this ass on a page and just leave it so that we would be known. Not that she wants to like everybody to know that the Shuckles are there to fuck shit up, but
Okay,
they
so
will fuck you.
Now that you have this girl, where are you taking her?
Back to the town. No one's gonna notice her. She's invisible.
Alright. You guys managed to sneak back into the tavern. With this girl.
So, I don't know if everybody's back, but myself, the girl, and Jeva are back.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Can I
Kosh,
take her?
Can you take her where?
Can I take her into the magnificent
in-
mansion? Would it
I don't-
allow
Into
me
the
to?
mansion.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not without Ava's permission.
Yeah, when I cast it, I select creatures that can enter it. So, where is it?
Oh wait,
Only those you
perfect.
designate may enter the mansion, and the portal is shut and made invisible behind you when you enter.
So over the earring, because I'm pretty sure that we're all in earshot.
providing we're within 800 feet.
John, are we within 800 feet of each other?
Yeah, sure.
Kosh, Ava, Jevin, well, we did a thing. If you could come back to the inn, we can explain.
Well, once we finish our errands, we'll be sure to join up with you.
Of course, just try to avoid the bazaar.
What did you do?
That is such an Ava question.
That is.
So
You told
as,
me to be on my best behavior.
as Kosh and Ava are walking through the town, they notice that the guards are kind of running around now, and
It's I see you've been busy.
I couldn't help myself.
Again, what did you do?
I love how much Kosh is becoming Ava, and Ava's dead while she's not like necessarily the best. We took it upon ourselves to interrupt their religious gathering.
Let's see. Well, it doesn't sound like you created too much trouble, at least.
It was just like watching the guards, just like, uh huh.
Just be sure to stay safe and out of sight. With the looks of
Of
it, the
course.
guards are going to be quite watchful. Jeva, I hope you didn't get into too much trouble. She just
As if
makes this.
I'm
Jeva just makes his face like. Like.
Rehne is
Oh.
just like as if I'm the troublemaker of the group.
Well,
No. I do not go around squishing people's heads. Or becoming like this gigantic motherfucking bald man going around creating
so
chaos.
I only did that once.
And I've only done that a couple times.
A couple hundred times, let's be real.
All right. So she would make sure that the girl, she doesn't want to tie her up because it's like to save a prisoner to become a prisoner makes her uncomfortable. And the
Jeva's
brand.
okay with it.
Oh, so Jeva ties her up?
Yeah, Jeva's already tying her up.
Okay. Rain won't say anything. It's not her. If Jeva wants to take that precaution, then she understands.
I know where I was, and
the,
we don't quite know what state she's in.
the girl does not resist you tying her up. She's just kind of staring blankly at you all.
Oh, she's awake.
She's feeble-minded.
Uh,
They feeble-mind their arcane users. Ava, we need you back.
That was a turn.
She's feeble-minded. She has a silver flame mark on her forehead. She's aware, but not necessarily awake.
Kosh, alleyway.
all right.
So we'll find an alleyway to nip down. And I would know the direction and distance from where the room is, I'm assuming. So, as soon as we're out of sight, I am going to grab hold of Kosh and cast Dimension Door. Because that's like 1,200 feet of distance that I can cover with that. So Ava and Kosh just kind of...
As soon
Back
as
into
Kosh,
the tavern.
Yep.
as soon as Kosh is back, he says, "Well, that was a new record." 10 minutes, you think, Ava?
I'm pretty sure the record is you with 5.
You know what? I'm happy to keep that title.
It's good to see that things never change. Ava, would you mind having a look at her?
So I'll do the run over with Detect Magic True Sight.
Okay, so she is in fact feeble-minded. However, there is an arcane mark on her forehead that appears to be effectively making it permanent.
I mean, Feeble Mind is permanent unless it's healed. So, as the spell is, it's not a temporary thing. It is actually permanent unless it gets healed.
I thought it only lasted a certain number of days, though.
Nope. Target creature's intelligence and charisma score each drop to 1. Affected creature can't use intelligence or charisma-based skills. Cast spells, understand language, communicate coherently. Still knows who its friends are, can follow and protect. Remains in this state until a heal, limited wish, miracle, or wish spell is used to cancel the Feeble Mind. A creature that can cast an arcane spell, such as sorcerer or wizard, takes a -4 penalty on the save. Its listed duration is instant, but that's because the effect happens instantaneously. The effect lasts as long as it's there. I know my spells.
So question being, can we cure her?
Who do
Unless
you
the
think I
mark
am?
is.
All right, I didn't know that you were suddenly so full of yourself.
It's a 5th circle magic. I have access to 9th. And I happen to know the spell in question, which means I know how to take care of it. No, I wasn't planning on using it on any of us, despite my temptations. Kind of like side glances Kosh. as she's saying
Kosh
that.
is just like staring off and. Huh?
He's already there. It's already people minded. It's just
Apparently, I don't need to.
Need to what?
Never mind.
nothing.
Alright, and I will cast Heal on the girl.
Kosh just like looks over its side. Did you catch that? Let's see if I can actually get to work. Is it
That-
working?
That sounds like it's working.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Something about intelligence? I don't know.
See, that's all I needed.
It's needed. Got it.
So there's the spell description.
She's suffering. We need to help her. Ava knows what to do. That's all I need to know.
Ava, magical touch. Pun intended.
So I cast Heal on her to dispel the feeble mind.
The DM has abandoned us.
Is the DM even connected? No, he's still connected.
God is no longer here.
We run amok.
I see no god here other than me.
We go off into the night. We slay every motherfucker. We trash all the Warforged. We slay all the priests. No fucking prisoners. We go. We kill the arch whatever bishop. We go and kill Gannara.
Okay.
There he is.
What? Oh,
What's going on, John?
Can you hear me?
nope.
Yeah, now we can hear
Yeah,
you.
there we go.
Maybe? I don't know. It's like he has lag or something.
Say this. I hate your mic.
Try disconnecting, reconnecting, John. He obviously heard me.
Yeah.
We have shit to do tonight. People to save. People to kill. Unfortunately, no people to do tonight, but that'll come with time.
My
Hear me?
ship. Yep, we heard that.
Yes,
She's
but if we can,
Go ahead, John.
yep, go ahead.
he is cured.
So she's now coherent. And he's muted himself again. There we go.
You're in a safe. You're in a safe space. What do you last remember? Oh, John, if you're going to be typing all of this, I hope that your tap dancing midgets do well.
I don't even know what that means.
Tap dancing midgets? Your
Yes.
fingers along keyboards?
I don't know why you use that expression.
Tap dancing midgets.
I have
That's
never
what it
heard
sounds
that
like.
before.
Really? Yeah. When you're just.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yay!
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like we can and then we can't. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
weird.
you say 2 words and then you're gone. Can you say a full sentence for us?
All right. So she is cured and coherent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where am I?
You're in a
Yes.
safe space.
Go ahead.
I mean, we can say it together.
Fair.
You're in a safe space. What's the last thing that you recall?
The last thing I recall is a priest putting his hand on my forehead and saying that I was to be purified.
Did they capture you from here?
Yes, I live in the city.
Are
Although
you a
I've spent,
mage?
yes, they arrested me for being a mage. They keep their prisoners in the dungeon beneath the tower. All kinds of people there. I even hear they locked up one of their own, charged with treason, I hear.
Truly. Do you remember their name?
No. I couldn't see the prisoner for my cell.
Do you have family here?
Not anymore. My father perished in the last war, and my mother died of sickness just a couple years ago. I run a small herbalist shop in town, but I have nothing else.
You certainly don't have a life here anymore. You're unsafe.
Yeah.
Do you remember what it was like for them to take you? What measures they took to take you to the basement, to their dungeon?
What was that? Kyle came out here and started talking.
Meg, can you repeat?
Yeah. Do you remember any specifics about what it was like when they took you to the dungeon? Any particular pathways or phrases they might have used as access to transport you?
No, they just led me down a spiral staircase in the back of the tower, and it led to this large dungeon full of cells, and they did put these manacles on me, and for some reason they made it so I couldn't cast my magic. There wasn't much I could do, but I tried to escape, to no avail.
Anti-magic bindings.
There's lots of Warforged guards.
Did they have the Warforged take you down into the cellars?
No, I was taken down there by a couple of Templars. The only interaction I had with them is mealtime.
Surprised they fed you at all.
Moldy bread. That and well water.
While she's talking, I'm gonna just give her a pass over to see if she's, from her time in there, has ended up ill. We cured the feeble mind, but she may have gotten sick while she was in there.
Oh, excuse me.
Bless you.
So if she's showing any signs of sickness.
Let's see. She does have something very minor. I'm not sure what would be appropriate, but certainly nothing difficult to. Sure, she has dysentery.
Well, that's life-threatening.
Just something minor.
So while
But it's
she's
something Ava could.
yeah, while she's talking, I'll just cast Remove Disease,
Okay.
which is a caster level check versus the DC of the disease.
Yep,
Fucking
you're good.
nat 20.
She has never been healthier.
Well, that's debatable. She's never been more
all right.
disease-free,
Yes.
but she's probably not very healthy right now.
No, she's a little malnourished. And probably dehydrated.
We definitely I hand her rations and a water skin so that she can eat and drink.
We carry those still?
I have them on me.
Are they from the start of the campaign?
No.
How long have you had those rings? Because that's the last time you would have realistically restocked your rations.
Says you. I restock every time we go into town.
Yeah, who knows when you have to feed, random people you bring home.
Well, I mean, we got Nia. I have Kiyomi. Kiyomi needs water and rations. Wow, but that's not the point. We pick up random stragglers every now and again. Jeva. We picked up her too.
Yeah, Ava had to clean the rather disgusting bag out from a number of rations that she had forgotten she had in there for a long time, so...
I mean, she could also just go and get a fresh meal from...
The man... Oh.
From Maka.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she just goes and gets a fresh meal from Maka, brings it back so that she has food.
She does still have the mark on her forehead.
Okay.
Which is generally used to label criminals.
Well, bear with me, I have something for that too. I just need to figure out how it works. I am a magic Swiss Army knife, and you can't prove me otherwise. Wait, seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Dispel magic wouldn't work on that?
Nope.
Well, I don't have something for that then.
Oh gosh.
You tried to spell magic and nothing happens to it.
Which means it's...
Does it hurt her?
No.
Or is it just somebody get this bitch a hat or a headband? Give her bangs. Anybody know how to cut hair?
Unfortunately, that's not one of the professions that I picked. But that means it's more than just an arcane mark.
If this is out of your range, it means it's something.
It's not
It's
necessarily out of my
difficult.
range, it's just something that I wasn't prepared for. Probably something similar to a mark of justice, though I don't see much justice in this.
There isn't any. Convoluted religions doing things instead of a so-called god. All they hand out is misgivings. What's your name, sweetheart?
Casca.
What would you like to do?
Well, it's no longer safe here. But I don't know where else to go. Do you know of a place I would be safe?
Can you still use your magic?
If the manacle's removed, I imagine she would be able to.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a spell, but whatever. She
Prestidigitation. It's one of the
yeah,
basics.
basically she snaps her finger and sparks ignite just in the air above her hand, and yeah,
So I was
seem to
giving
have
her
my
a,
spell casting back.
I was giving her a look over with detect magic and true seeing. What kind of strength does she seem to have? Because I remember that house rule.
The strength of her arcane aura,
Yeah.
essentially. So I'll put it this way. 3rd level.
Okay, so she is a low-level caster. Which means she won't have
But do you think
access
that
to...
do you think that she could potentially help, say, the girls back at the academy? It's a safe place for magic users.
Hmm.
She might learn a thing or two.
That would be a possibility. It's up
Do
to
you
her,
want to
though.
continue your art, Casca?
Well, I was being trained by my father, but I guess I do need a new teacher. And it would be a safe
Ava
place
Lacrum.
from the sound of it.
The Ava Lacrums can take care of you, teach you a couple things. When you were down in the dungeon, approximately how many people were there? And what sort of people were there?
If I had to guess, around 20. Some mages, some shifters, some petty criminals. There's that one high-profile prisoner I mentioned. He's kept in a large cell in the back.
And you said that he was a traitor,
Hmm.
a Templar.
Yes.
Is there anything else of importance that we might need to know?
Uh, I don't know.
Ava, is there a way that we could teleport her back?
To the old academy.
Mm.
I still
That way
have.
she can be taken care of.
I have enough magic in me to get there and back easily enough.
All right. All right. Well, Ava is going to take you to the academy so you have a place, a safe place to go to call home for now.
If that's what you want.
And
It is. I suppose I owe you all my life. Why would I refuse?
It may not have been a path that you wanted.
also just a stepping stone. If it becomes something that you're uninterested in, you can always leave of your own volition. I just wouldn't recommend coming here. Ava,
Hmm?
is there a way that you could see into her memories?
I don't have that kind of magic, unfortunately.
I could, on the other hand.
Could you?
Yes, we've done it before with my mind link.
Karska, if you would be willing, would you allow Kosh to see your memories?
I suppose I don't mind.
This is
So,
amazing.
yeah, I'm going to use my mind link ability to see her memories of the last 24 hours, essentially. Or whatever she really wants to show me.
Okay.
Give us all the dirt. All of it. I want to know who the secret mystery man is.
I mean, in character I don't know, but out of character I could take a pretty good guess.
I don't even know out of character. Templar?
So you're going through her memory, and it's kind of going in reverse order.
It's like a rewinding
Uh,
tape.
So it begins with the Templar's hand leaving her forehead. Or priest, whatever. He goes and you kind of see in the corner of her vision from her cell, there's a very large cell down a flight of stairs in the southern end of the tower, right from where the staircase comes off of. And there's a ginger-haired dwarf in rags sitting against the wall.
Is it good enough sight to recognize?
You think it might be Anthar.
So while I'm going through the memories, I'm going to be speaking and conveying what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
So they would have heard me say,
You can't be 100% sure, though.
yeah, I believe I see Anthar in the dungeon. I'm not sure, though.
There's this moment of...
It's hazy.
Go ahead. It's been a minute since we've seen Antha. And we did ask... Would Rain know of Ava asking him to look into?
No.
No.
She never mentioned it.
Was that loud enough to hear?
I don't know.
Give me perception check against stealth.
There's a chance at least one of you may not hear this.
I don't think I'm hearing it.
No, you missed it.
I did. All right, Jeva, Kosh.
Yep. Sorry, my mouse was acting up.
Nope. Jeva heard it. Just.
Java gives a quick look over to Ava. You shouldn't blame yourself.
So I'm just realizing how friggin' low you guys rolled. Because I rolled a 12.
Yeah.
Jeva rolled a 17 with a plus 28.
I rolled a 3.
Yeah.
3.
We were distracted.
Just like,
yeah.
Damn.
I mean, I guess
Blame
with
yourself.
passive perception, you all would have heard.
Potentially.
Except for Kosh. Kosh would not have with passive.
Yeah.
Kosh and Jeva wouldn't have with passive, but... Anyway, as you were saying, Meg?
Yeah, Rain kind of looks over Ava and is like, blame yourself for what?
So as you can see, she's got her arms crossed, and you see her right hand just grip, like grip on her left arm tight. I'd asked him to look into some things for me, and the pure flame was one of them.
I see. Well, this gives us even more of a reason to do what we need to do. So perhaps this turns into a rescue mission before our true goal.
Which means we may need to move sooner than expected.
Which is unfortunate. Kosh, when you were looking through her memories, were there any indications of anything that could detect magic?
DM.
Any
I'm not sure if
entrances?
I'm not sure if that's something I'd be able to tell, honestly.
Anything that the gods said in particular? I mean, you would also gain knowledge of how she got from point A to point B. So
Yeah.
whatever path they took, or if she saw any like hidden doors, hidden entrances.
Yeah.
I know we got a basic blueprint, but who knows if they've modified the inside of the tower.
Yeah. DM, would I have seen?
So she just recalls being led into the back of the tower on the ground floor, led down 2 floors of spiral staircase, and then she was taken to her cell. She remembers these tight cuffs with red runes on them, and that made it difficult for her to use magic. Anytime she attempted to use prestidigitation, for example, she would be put through intense pain.
Wow. So not only does it abstain her from using magic, it causes her pain too.
And it sets off an alarm. But she says she's seen people try and resist the pain and break their cuffs, but they end up just falling unconscious. Doesn't seem able to kill the wearer at the very least. They probably prefer to burn their victims alive. Purify them in the flame, as it keeps spouting.
Ridiculous rhetoric. All right, Kosh, Koska, thank you.
Of course.
And I believe that she's ready whenever you are, Ava. And once you get back, we'll delegate about our next steps.
Are you ready?
I am. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for everything.
Goodbye and good luck.
Luck in whatever your plans are here.
And I will cast Greater Teleport.
Who, let alone, does she know the amount of fucking pain we're about to send these people through?
Mm-hmm.
So, Greater Teleport to get to the academy.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that she's seen to by Ava Lacrum and Kosh Lacrum.
Yep.
Because yes, we did leave one of him there.
Yep, as the cook, I believe.
Yep.
Yep. Meat
Cook
suckers.
/ guard.
Yep.
And then
And
bid her farewell and greater teleport back. That's not actually the sound that the teleports make, but I just love doing that. It's like freaking Goku in Dragon Ball Bridge.
yep.
By the way, Cell, you're gonna die. What? How? Why? I have so many questions!
Seems like we have a lot to discuss and not necessarily so much time.
It's always been a limiting factor for us. Time.
And based on the dwarf prisoner's appearance, he's been there for a while. She didn't see him come as
He was already there when she got there.
yeah. So but based on the description of the prisoner and the physical appearance, you think it could be Anthar. And you haven't heard from him in a while.
Hmm. Not who I was expecting it to be, I'll be honest.
All right. So our plans have to change.
Assault? Or stealth?
We can discuss it in the morning. Let's get some rest, rejuvenate ourselves. And first thing in the morning, we'll decide. If that, of course, is all right with you. Kosh, Jeva, Ava. Since it
going
is getting
sounds fine.
late.
The only problem with being online. Friggin' delay.
Mm-hmm.
If we're going into that kind of situation, it would be best if I have my full capabilities.
All right, then. I'll retire to my room and I'll see all of you in the morning. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
She goes in here.
Ava goes into the mansion.
Kosh bunks up in here, and Jeva follows Ava into the mansion.
Sai, would you mind stepping out? Actually, I'm going to go and grab something from the barkeep and I'll be right back.
I'll keep watch. Don't you worry.
Good. Steps out. Closes the door behind her. It's pretty low for me. Still, these people probably won't be able to see me all drunk and shit. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ, Brandon.
That took you a minute.
What? It did. was focused on stealthing. All right, so night comes. It's time to play hard. So she makes her way out of the inn, and she goes to rent a carriage.
Okay.
And after renting that carriage, she goes to second here.
I hope you're not going for the assassination now.
Oh, wouldn't you like to know? No, I'm kidding. She goes to boop boop boop. Silvercliff Castle. She makes the hour and a half travel upwards. Or let me check the map.
It's south.
South, downwards.
Yep. Take the carriage and take the road south for an hour and a half, where you arrive at the entrance to Silvercliff Castle, guarded by animated armor, warforged loyal to the Queen. You present the sealed letter of invitation, and the guards allow you inside of the property.
All right. I just follow the directions that I'm given until I am in front of the Queen.
Okay. They escort you to her court, where you meet her.
I'm respectful, so I bow. You requested my presence.
I did.
What may
I
I do
have
for you?
contacts with a certain organization, and they said that you could be of use to me.
Pray tell, what can I do for you, Your Highness?
It is no secret that I wish for my throne, my birthright, returned to me. The church keeps me for formal events, just to look pretty, but they all underestimate me. I have nothing against Jela Duran, the Keeper of the Flame. I don't like what she represents, but she is a kind-hearted girl. However, the Council of Cardinals are corrupt. You can see what is happening in the city. It is barbaric and disturbing. And I know for a fact that the citizens will not stand for it. If you were to take out the head of this corrupt snake, that I and my guards will turn a blind eye. I'm
And the
told
individual.
that you will be compensated for your services. I was the one who placed the contract you were given. I believe you
Yes.
already know your targets.
Indeed.
If you assist in returning Thrain to a monarchy, you will have gained a very powerful friend. And I can promise you all the strength of my knights and of my nation in this fight against the cult of Tiamat.
A question for you, Your Highness. What is your relationship with Sogar?
None. He's a mere tyrant placed in power because of the cardinals that he's associated with. It was my great-grandfather who relinquished the throne to the church.
But he is not antagonistic against you.
No, the church keeps me as a mere puppet, but I hold
But
no
you're
power, at least not at the moment.
but you are allowed within its walls. Say the Tower of Judgment. You would be permitted to enter.
I haven't stepped foot there, but I have been within the Cathedral of Flamekeep. I've met the keeper herself on many occasions.
But do you believe that he would deny you entry?
I'm not sure. I usually don't leave my castle, apart from social greetings, and it isn't often that the Archbishop has guests.
But you are also known well in Flamekeep.
Yes. It may be a mere title at this point, but I am their queen.
And you have access to every floor.
Of the cathedral, of course.
Beautiful. Are there any Templars here of high stature that are gladly ruled under you?
She snaps her finger, and a Templar comes out of the shadows towards her side. This is Captain Malik Othero. He has seen what is going on, and he has decided that despite being a loyal Templar of the Silver Flame, what they're doing to their own citizens is unjust. And he has sided with me, with the crown. There are many like him.
So, Rehne is gathering information about the Queen and about the Templar, kind of just absorbing them into her view and into her mind. You said his name was Malachi? Is that correct?
The Templar that she.
Yes.
He's the captain of
Malik.
her guard. So he's the
And are they
Knight of
this?
Rain, a Templar of the Silver Flame, and his loyalties are kind
To
of
the Queen.
Yeah, he's torn between the two, but he's siding with the Queen in this case because the Church is doing evil, corrupt things, and he wants
He's
to
not
protect
for
the
it.
innocent. Yeah.
Right.
Because the church is fucked.
Captain,
Yeah.
I might require some things from you.
Well, the Queen wants me to assist in any way I can. What do you need?
First and foremost, do you have a way that I could gain entry into the Tower of Judgment?
Well, I could get my hands on some Templar uniforms.
That should do just nicely.
You'll be able to look the part, but can you talk the part?
Show me. I'm pretty adept at changing when need to.
So he kind of just runs through some of the Thranish jargon that the guards use.
All right. She takes that, absorbs it so that she can use it for later.
With those disguises, and as long as you do and say what I just told you to, you should be able to at least get through the front entrance into the tower itself.
Perfect.
Just try not to draw too much attention. Those Warforged.
Anything that I should absolutely avoid?
Well, obviously don't try and pick a fight. There's more than 50 guards there. Not to mention the Archbishop is a powerful cleric.
But he typically remains within the most
Yes.
sacred places of the tower. Is he guarded at all times as well?
He has a couple personal Warforged that never leave his side.
Anyone within the tower that also has loyalties to the Queen and or to you?
None.
Pity.
Bogar handpicks the few Templars allowed to enter, and the rest are Warforged, absolutely loyal to him.
There was a Templar taken into their custody. Would you happen to know anything about this?
No, that's news to me.
Fortunate.
Did I just hear the whispering of bullshit?
No, I said unfortunate.
No.
No, I'm not going to throw that kind of shade. I was invited here. I'm being paid.
You're on the clock.
Mm.
It's like working
Your
retail.
Highness. Right. Your Highness.
Yes.
Once I am done with my assignment for disposing of Solgar, I'll need you to wait and be patient. I would like to. I don't want to raise suspicions, making the other targets leave.
Of course.
Do you have any writings from Sogar or from Granara? Any letters that I might procure?
Oh, I'm sure I could find some from Ganara. She's usually the one that escorts me to Flamekeep.
If I may have those as well, that'd be extremely helpful.
Of course. Just try not to leave any evidence tying me to this whole conspiracy.
I'm good at what I do. Nothing will be left behind.
So I've heard.
Oh, guys, it's about to get so fun. Next session's gonna be amazing. There's
Shit's
going to
kicking
be
off.
so. Oh yeah, this is the little tiny push that we needed. I
Yep.
wish we had more time tonight.
Well, the bright side is Kyle gets to join for the chaos.
Nice.
Yep, that's who I thought was in the dungeon, funnily enough.
Well, I don't know what his backstory is, how he wants to show up. He has an idea how he wants to show up. And I just figured, give you guys someone to go rescue.
Hmm.
And
But
now you've
yeah,
got
I'll-
Ava feeling guilty on top of everything else.
I had to do trauma somehow because she missed out on the
Well,
burning.
but no! Oh my gosh! Why is your sole person to torture Ava? What has she done to you? Okay, never mind. She's created so many magical items.
What has she done
She
to
has
you?
made
Looks
it-
at the long list of class features, magic items, spells,
She's made
etc.,
us so
etc., etc.
OP.
It's all in fun. I don't have against Ava.
Oh, good. I wouldn't either. Oh,
Well,
guys.
you wouldn't
there's
because
gonna
we've
be
got
so
plans.
much. Yeah, no. There's too much writing on the line right now.
Oof.
But
Good.
I've got really big plans for next time, guys. Let me make notes to myself.
Yes, do that.
So that I don't forget.
And you guys have maps. You can formulate a strategy of how you want to enter the tower. Technically, you can just walk through the front door now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see how Kyle introduces himself to the party. I have no idea what to expect. But yeah, next time's gonna be really fun, I think.
Yes.
Had a
All right.
good deal of RP this session. Next session will be a little more combat focused.
A little more action.
Yeah, we're starting to get into it. The will save was because I'm starting the Night Terrors. And until I set off the plan, I will be rolling a will save every night.
Oh, nat 20.
Yeah, I know. I was half expecting it to be a nat 1.
So.
Can Kosh share memories with other people?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh,
Oh, so you picked up that
Rehne would.
key power as well?
Who?
Kosh.
Kosh.
Yeah,
Are you okay, Scott?
What?
the share memory key power. You picked that up as well?
No, it's Mind Link.
Ah.
Yeah.
Anyway, you were
So,
saying?
not that Rain would do it, but I am worshipping Kosh right now. Like,
Why?
because I've got plans and it involves Kosh. There's,
Oh God.
hey, don't sound so dismayed.
You
I-
saying that concerns me.
Why? Why am I the bad one? Brandon's the bad one.
How am I the
one.
bad one?
Okay, look.
My plans are
Every
either
time-
heavily RP focused or blowing it up.
I mean, that's a cause for concern. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Like, at least my shit is pretty stealthy. It's not, hey, let's go to the basement and fuck shit up by setting off bombs. The only bombs I did were smoke bombs.
To be fair, that wasn't Eva, that was entirely me.
Although I wouldn't put it past Ava right now. She's going through some shit.
Yeah,
No, she
Onstar being a
wouldn't-
hostage was
she-
also a reason to not blow up the tower.
John's like, please don't.
The DM trying to dissuade the chaotic nature of Brandon, just like, no, don't blow up the tower, don't blow up the tower, don't blow up the tower, please don't blow up the tower.
You have a friend in the basement. He will die.
So, he would die if the tower was blown up. What if I just kind of take out half the supports and make it tilt?
Then it falls down in the city and crushes some possible buildings with civilians in them.
But how many of those buildings could have pure flame in them? I'm sorry, I've been outside of an evil campaign for a while, and it's all starting to brew back up.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, Meg, the Black Crusade campaign that I was in, you could essentially classify as an evil campaign. We did some fucked up shit in that game.
Yep.
It's been a while. It's starting to bubble again. The chaotic / evil is starting to brew up again. But no, if Ava was there for the burning, it would have been Black Hole. I would have positioned.
gosh.
She would have positioned Black Hole in such a manner to take out 2 to 3 of the priests / executioners,
Mm.
because that would lock them down too.
Yeah.
They'd have to make the save, otherwise they'd get dragged in towards the center and take 66 points of damage.
Gosh. So I'm typing for like my plans for next game, and I'm typing like Kosh, Jeva, and Ava. So I like wrote Jeva and then wrote Ava, and everything ends in A. So I put Kasha, and I was like, well, that's
Kasha?
not what I meant.
Oh man, I'm curious as to what your plans are, but you probably won't share them.
No, you're involved. Can't share it with you, even though I want to.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it'll be good.
All right, guys, I'm gonna
So am
finish
I.
this. Hop off here.
Yeah, me too.
So Meg, what are your plans?
All right, guys. Quit pressuring me. I want to tell you so bad.
Not everyone.
Good night. You're
Night.
so mean to me, Brandon.
We'll just have to come up with another scenario to RP for the next week, so that way we don't get driven insane.
Oh God.
Yes.
All right. Have a good night.
Have a good one, Scott.
Scott.
Bye.